Speedway Sedans Australia, always a great chance to talk about the many different categories that come underneath that umbrella. Street stocks, junior sedans, super sedans, and of course modified production. Now modified production is going off all over Australia, particularly on the East Coast, and Queensland I think really is the spiritual home base of modified production. That might get a few people's nose out of joint, particularly in Victoria, but got to tell you, it's pretty stout up there right now. And a bloke who knows all about that does the PR for Kingaroy Speedway up in Queensland. Rhino Harris joins us on Thursday Thunder. I think this is your debut, Rhino. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good, Wade. Really good. Thanks, mate.
Matt, would it be a fair call to say, as being a proud Queenslander, that the modified production racing in Queensland may well lead the country at the moment?
Well, that's our claim to fame, and you know we love Smithy the best, but we were all a little devastated when he won last Easter.
Yes, well, you're going to have to take that one back off him. I actually saw his new car being bolted together just yesterday in Mildura. Car's going to be very nice. I believe he's making its debut at Mildura Timber Speedway on the 17th, so Saturday week. Mate, I have a list of nominations here for your Wild Desert All-Star Series, and you're not going to see much of this like in detail, but there's 2 pages of nominations. There's over 40 cars here from what I'm looking at for the modified production. Remarkable.
Yeah.
50 or something.
Yeah. We had 49 nominations for round 2 at Kingaroy on the weekend. It was pretty amazing, and that seems to be a common theme everywhere we sort of go lately, which is just remarkable.
We're looking at some great shots here. The Ash Media doing an excellent job in providing us some really great video pictures and also some cool photos as well. Man, some of the racing is off the hook, 3 and 4 wide in places. Yeah,
it's incredible. It's like, let's be honest, it's a really, really great division. The side-by-side racing is always fantastic, and the drivers put on the show. You don't have to do much else than just sit there with your mouth jammed open, because it's just incredible.
Now the prize money is something that's quite phenomenal. There's actually like from $3,000 to $5,000 to win on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The strength of the category is just like really is phenomenal, and the prize money's now starting to come. Like the clubs can see the benefit and run of it. Like they pull big crowds every week. The racing's fantastic, and let's put the prize money up, and they'll come and put on a show. Now
you've got some big racing and a big concept planned up there for Kingaroy, and you actually have, was it the King's Royal you call it?
Yeah, that's it. The King's Royal. It's going to be pretty big, a straight A long weekend. So we're planning on about 100 cars. We'll probably get just an easy 100. But $35,000 prize purse, $10,000 to win. It's phenomenal, and they're coming everywhere for it. So can't wait.
Don't know if you've ever heard the term King's Royal before anywhere, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, I'm first to put my hand up, and I love stealing ideas that are popular and work. So it's a good concept around the place. So why not bring it to Kingaroy? It all sort of fits in there a little bit. Play on words. So bring it on.
Well, I've got Tony Stewart on the other line here. Tony wants to talk to you in just a second, Ryan. Mate, $10,000 to win, you said, $30,000 purse and 100 cars for a modified production event. That just gives you an idea to anyone outside the state, the scale of what's going on here.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. It's a 3-night format too. We're sort of running a Knoxville format. So sort of time trials and qualifying and non-qualifying races on the night one, and then, take the top 60 through to the show. So, it's pretty crazy. We know it's going to be popular. It's just well supported, and everyone's really talking about it.
So Ryan, we're talking about an event called the King's Royal with a Knoxville format. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do, Wade.
You never let the facts get in the way of a good story, Rhino. I love that. Mate, you place a lot of emphasis on entertainment at Kingaroy too. I notice you have stunt clowns and a lot of crowd interaction and things like that. Yeah,
I think it's really important, and some of the gun promoters from the years gone by, like that's where the success was. Like it's a show, and we've got to get back to putting on that. We can't rely on just people sitting in the crowd for 4 hours watching cars go around. We've got to provide some variety and get some new people back to the sport. And there's a nice saying going around. It's time to get back to the speedway as well, which we're happy to steal off someone too, Wade.
Well, look, absolutely. It's an important thing in our sport, and I think, and the other thing that's getting around too that's been massively viral is the new sticker. The new I'm a Speedway Sedan fan sticker is going off its head. The Speedway Sedans Australia printing 10,000 of them, and I guarantee within a month they'll all be gone. So there is a real resurgence in this category.
Yeah, it sure is, and like regional sort of Queensland where we are, and even like to Maryborough where I was, and Gympie and everywhere else. Like it's sedan country. Like they love sedan racing, and now they've got some really good stuff coming and some big events to look forward to. Like the popularity is going through the roof, and like I said before, the racing speaks for itself. Like you can see on the vision, it's fantastic week in, week out, and that's what's bringing the crowd. So we can add a few more things like sun clowns, fireworks, all that kind of stuff, giveaways. Just makes for a really good experience, and hopefully it exceeds the customers' expectations when they turn up to a race meeting.
There's about 3 weekends in a row, Rhino, where I think the Aussie title, there's an event with you. There's Lismore as well on the card, of course, Toowoomba with the Aussies. So there's a lot of racing right up the East Coast now with the good paying dollars and lots of people that are going to be racing there.
Yeah, that's right. It's a pretty busy calendar, and the guys do well, but in Queensland now there's over 100 registered cars, so it's phenomenal kind of stuff. So if 10 cars sit out this week, there's 10 more that didn't race that week, et cetera, et cetera. So we're pretty certain that even with this Wild Desert All-Star Series, we should have probably 70 odd cars that'll take part in the 5 rounds, which is pretty phenomenal. Like we saw on the weekend, 50 cars. It's just amazing.
Excellent, mate. It's going to be an exciting year ahead. A great season for this wonderful class. The Victorian Modified Production Association. We're going to actually have some great camera operators down at Avalon Raceway to shoot a new promo video for the modified productions right across the board. So looking forward to getting in there and getting a lot of cool things organised for this wonderful category. It's great to see that now you're at Kingaroy. Of course, you worked at Maryborough for quite a while there as well. You're bringing your enthusiasm and your positive attitude towards everything at Kingaroy. Looking forward to catching up with you for the Aussie titles too, mate. I'll be up there for Toowoomba for the big Aussies. And you keep up all the great work, and please keep letting us know all about what's going on at Kingaroy.
Yeah, we'll do. And it's really good. We look forward to bringing the show and bring on the Aussie title, bring on the King's Royal. It's going to be great. Yes,
the King's Royal at Kingaroy with the Knoxville format. Are you going to have the big crown and the big chair as well?
You better believe it, baby.
In for a penny, in for a pound, Rhino. I love it. Good on you, mate. We'll talk to you very soon. Enjoy the racing this weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Ryan Harris, a good man, works very hard up there in Queensland, doing some great things at Kingaroy. The modified productions going off their heads. The Aussie title coming up at Toowoomba on the Easter weekend. More on Thursday Thunder coming up after the break. Incidentally, what do you think of our new studio? Pretty flash, eh?